Hello, I'm Laura Kyle in Kuala Lumpur. The top stories here on Al Jazeera. The latest poll shows support for Japan's opposition party has hit a record high ahead of Sunday's vote. The survey in the newspaper MYANMAR Daily found the Democratic Party of Japan 19 points ahead of the incumbent Taro Aso's party. The Liberal Democrats have been in power almost exclusively over the last half-century. The election comes as Japan's unemployment rate has hit an all-time high of 5.7%. One of Saudi Arabia's senior princes has been wounded by a suicide bomber in the city of Jeddah. Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, seen meeting the Saudi king soon after the attack, is the Deputy Minister of the Interior. He was in Jeddah to greet people during the holy month of Ramadan. China says it's resolutely opposed to a visit by the Dalai Lama to Taiwan. Taiwan's leader, Ma Ying-jeou, granted a request from opposition parties to allow Tibet's spiritual leader to comfort victims of Typhoon Morakot. China regards the Dalai Lama as a separatist seeking to undermine Chinese rule in Tibet. Lawyers for Myanmar's pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi say they'll file an appeal next week against the criminal conviction that has extended her house arrest by another 18 months. On August the 11th, a court found Suu Kyi guilty of violating the terms of her house arrest by sheltering an uninvited American visitor at her home. The EU and human rights group Amnesty International have criticised the resumption of the death penalty in Thailand after two men convicted of drug trafficking were executed. The latest executions mark the end of Thailand's 6-year moratorium on the death penalty. Korean officials appear to be on the verge of a deal to resume meetings of families separated by the 1950s war in the peninsula. Both sides are trying to agree on a timetable for the reunions, which last took place in October 2007. And an American woman who was kidnapped in 1991 at the age of 11 has been found alive. J.C. Dugard, who is now 29, walked into a police station in California saying she'd been held in a garden shed for the past 18 years. Police say she gave birth to 2 children, fathered by her alleged abductor, Philip Garrido. Much more on our website, aljazeera.net/English.